And we're alive. I really hate the fact that I just fucking said that. and with us, and we have the three possibly oldest members of the ghetto here.
Oh, originals.
I don't mean oldest in literal physical age either.
Well, me and George, me and G-Money, we are kind of like that age. Oh, yeah.
You are significantly older than me.
Yeah.
I don't want to say significantly. You're making it sound like we're like 50 or something. Like.
Oh, he's like a baby, like 20-something.
26, all right?
Yeah.
Just, and the fact that I hit on you on a regular basis is, not disturbing at all, right?
That's my very professional opinion.
Well, it's not like that whole Anna Nicole Smith thing. I mean, that's a pretty big age difference. Like, you two are practically the same age compared to that.
Yeah, fair enough. So I posted that link in the chat, and Boober tried to open it, and it wouldn't open for her. So, G-Money, if you could do your little screen share thing and show the people on the stream that wonderful face. There it is.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, it's so creepy. It's just so creepy.
It triggers me. Take it away.
Hashtag trigger.
Definitely a man, though, too, isn't it? I mean, it's not like...
I don't know. That's the sad part. It's getting to the point where everybody's androgynous. I gotta, have them show me their ID. Like, are you male or female? Because I'm not gonna believe you when you tell me. I don't want to go down south and find out you got a dick bigger than mine.
Well, I actually looked it up, and I found out that it seems to be an actual company that's making these for children.
I feel like they're saying fake penises, but it's really just dildos. Like, isn't that just like what the whole thing is? It's just dildos.
Yeah, there's very little information about the company, but it's apparently a real thing, and they're really selling these for, and it says from the ages of 4 and up. So it's just I can't even.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. Like, kids are supposed to be innocent and kind of left out of adult matters. And I'm pretty sure, little Johnny running around the house flapping around a big rubber Johnson is probably not good for his mental health.
I feel like this is something that you would have seen in The Onion like 5 years ago. It's like parody is impossible now because everything so ridiculous is true.
What was it? There was that one publication that used to make mock feminist things, and they're like, we can't do this anymore. It's gotten to the point where it's so crazy that now even we can make comedy. You can't even make parody that's better than some of the shit that they say.
Well, it's because people kept believing the parody. They actually had fans that believed all the stuff that they were putting out. They were like, we're shutting it down. This is too much.
It's kind of like how I feel about humanity in general. All right, time to shut it down. You get a good run. Just pull the plug.
It was all just a prank that got out of hand.
The major issue I have with all this new kind of it's going to make me see. The reason I have issues with this is that people think that I hate the idea of people supporting transgender children. I have no issue if you want to support your child if they're transgender or whatever, but I think it's not possible, and if it is, then fine, I'm wrong and show me the science or the studies or whatever, but I just do not think it's possible for a 4-year-old child to come up to you and to be able to tell you that they want to be a girl and mean it and know what they're talking about and know about the consequences and the physical changes they'll go through. I just don't think it's possible.
Well, think of all the dumb shit you believed when you were younger. Like, if I could go back in time, I'd slap the shit out of 14-year-old me, just because he was fucking stupid.
I believed that there was a creature living in my landing yeah, the landing between my stairs and one of the bedrooms upstairs that was going to eat me. And I believed that was a real thing. It was real. I gave it a face and everything. And I believed it for quite some time. And of course it wasn't real. But to my child mind, it was real. You make up so much stuff in your mind when you're a kid. But so much of it's not real. So parents putting their ideals on children at this age is extremely dangerous.
Well, the mind is so easily like manipulated. It's
Really?
You make the same argument for a reason why we don't like. We have laws against like older people dating, exceptionally younger kids. It's like they're not mentally. They can't mentally make this judgment. Like they don't have the wherewithal. They don't even have the life experience. Never mind. Like as you get older, you get more life experience and you learn. This is just something that we accepted as a society. It's proven. I have freaking evidence for it on my computer right here, but I don't know. Some people are just stupid, I think, to try and stupid. They're trying too hard to be progressives. Like, oh, my kid thinks he's transgender. Yeah, but your kid also thinks that freaking babies are delivered by storks. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm 32 now, and I still haven't figured out most of what I want to do with my life or how a lot of things work, or just so much stuff. And the idea of 4-year-olds having this kind of pressure put on them, it's terrifying. And in my idea, I know it's going to be a very unpopular opinion, and if some of my friends are watching this, they're probably, oh, you can't say that. But I think it should be classed as a form of child abuse.
Makes sense.
I know when I was 4, I wanted to be an astronaut because my parents gave me books about space. I feel like all these kids are being guided down this path by their parents telling them about it, and it has nothing to do with like, oh, my kid made a decision. Like when you're 4, all you have is the ideas your parents tell you about. Like you don't have an independent worldview. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's
so you're they're just feeding this to their kids, and then their kids are feeding it right back to them.
Your entire world at that age, especially if you're lucky enough to have really good parents, is your parents. That's your entire world revolves around either mom and dad or just mom or whatever. So it's like however they act around you or whatever they like give you or raise you with is how you become like an adult. It shapes you to the adult you're going to become.
Oh yeah, and with your parents, the morals and values and whatnot, your parents still instill upon you are the ones you're going to carry through the rest of your life. I mean, obviously there are exceptions to the rules, but in the majority of cases, that's how it works. Like when it comes to like hypocrisy, like one of my biggest things, I can't stand a hypocrite. I get that from my parents. It's not that difficult of a concept to understand when it's explained in layman's terms, but apparently, just as a society, we forgot about that.
Like in my family, we've got quite a few people that have either physical or mental disabilities. And we were raised to be very accepting of anyone that was different or didn't fit into what normal society is. Like myself, I have spina bifida. My mom is deaf. I have a cousin who is mentally slow because of an operation he had when he was younger. I have more deaf cousins. I can't remember who else, but there are lots of issues anyway. And we're an extremely accepting family in that sense. Like, so that's why I was raised to believe that just because I'm disabled, we don't notice it. I don't notice it. And when I see other people who are disabled, I don't notice it. I see the person. But people who are really not in families like that might see the disability first and then see the person.
Well, God forbid you judge a person on their merit rather than their outward appearance. That's not very SJW progressive liberal of you.
Oh, looks like
I'm assuming you also want people to be held accountable for their actions too.
oh yeah.
Can't have that nonsense. That's just Nazi talk. I'm sorry when I invited her on, guys. That wasn't when I was inviting a white supremacist, Nazi, Trump supporting Hitler sympathizer. Obviously, I'm fucking joking.
I'm not American either.
Oh, you don't say. Irish Nazi confirmed.
So I've just got a really, really wide Hitler mustache. It was like, it's not just like it's just really wide.
It's the fact that you're so much more Hitler than Hitler actually was and made your mustache grow bigger.
I'm sorry, no, I'm just laughing at the comment Max put in the chat. He said I thought she was IRA. We're not say up the raft. Fuck you, you langers.
Great, I'm gonna get fucking flagged now.
Oh God, I know.
So NSA's gonna show up in my house. So I heard you had a member of the IRA on your channel. What's that all about?
I feel like that whole thing must have been not like too bad because they just called it the Troubles. Like that's like the most benign sounding name for something. Like it was just the Troubles. Like
yeah, they called it the Troubles when it happened in like I think it was like the 60s and the 70s up, and then it kind of finished around the 90s when I was a kid. But then of course we had the original thing with the black and tans during the Civil War. That was fun.
And today on the stream, we're going to be learning about Irish history.
No, we're not.
What you can remember.
That's all you're getting off me.
Oh, that's so bad.
IRA have a reason to exist, though. Yeah, because without them, the Wolf Tones wouldn't have a musical career.
Oh, shots fired.
No, seriously, I love the Wolf Tones. I've driven you guys mad enough a few times listening to them during our talks on Google Hangouts.
I mean, they were just trying to do what America did like 200 years earlier. We just like kicked the British out like that much better.
Yeah, you guys gotta learn from us, goddammit. Take a lesson.
God, we just blew them up.
Well, we shot them and other things.
If we dumped a bunch of tea in the water, we screwed it up. We were just like, we should have just stole the tea. I don't understand why dumping it in the water made it that much better.
Well, to be fair, the people that were doing it were probably all shit-faced, so they might not have been thinking all that well.
Oh no, it was a thing. They were like blackout drunk. That's how like the whole thing happened.
Alcohol, not even once, kids.
I mean,
who causes revolutions?
I mean, who doesn't like get blackout drunk, dress up like Indians, and then vandalize stuff? Like,
I usually get blackout drunk, get naked, and go vandalize stuff. But I can see where you're coming from. It makes for a good time. Yeah, I would ask somebody to tell us about her blackout drunk times. You know, she's Irish, so blackout drunk is like her natural state. What? No Sandy come back?
I'm sorry. I love the fact that you think I was listening to you. I just heard you go off on one of your little rants, and I was like, I let it happen.
God, just like a married couple.
We're the original married couple, honey.
Yeah, I love you too. Pain in the ass.
Cunt.
Yes, I am.
What was that
Well, at least
lovely name Max gave you again?
Oh, fucking Maxi Pads can suck through the fifth of my right testicle.
Emo McFaggy cunt face.
Emo McFaggy cunt face.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
You invited us onto the stream, man.
I know what. I'm just, you know, I'm all about that self-harm. Like listening to mom and dad, it's heartwarming.
It's just easier to have us cut into you than to just have to do it yourself with a knife.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see now, we gotta get Andy in here to show him how a fucking roast is actually done. Fucking guy.
What, you mean
Gets on a bunch of his friends.
You mean you aren't supposed to surround yourself with sycophants and then like have a few people who are douchebags show up?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it that way. Come on, Andy, get your fucking shit together. We were fucking roasting them better in the chat than they were on the stream.
He's not ready for a roast.
I know you. You want to see triggered Andy?
Just how triggered he got over like shoveling and how everyone teased him over how bad his shoveling was in the video. Like if he got actually roasted, he'd like have a freak out.
That's so funny. The dating thing just. Who was the one he had on the stream at the time? Was that Peach Bailey or was that Sugar Tits? I know it was one of those two Irish Australian ones.
I have no idea.
You just said two Irish ones and then sugar tits in the same sentence.
I corrected myself. I said Australian. Pay the fuck attention. I know you're probably shit-faced right now, but come on.
Nowhere near as badly as you are, darling. Probably.
No, I'm pretty sober right now, if you can believe it.
I feel like when you have to add the pretty sober part,
what?
That like I'm kind of sober.
I mean, I'm only a few in. Only a few. I'm not gonna say how big they are. Do I like Wendy's? Of course I like Wendy's.
What's Wendy's?
Wendy's nuts.
It's a.
It's
a.
Really?
Don't think I'm not posting cancer in the chat right now. It's part of what I do.
I wouldn't mind if that was like relevant or up to date, but okay.
What do you mean relevant? We're not even talking. We're just, shooting the shit right now.
Well then, come on. You're the person that owns the channel. Do something.
All right, I'm taking my pants off. Jesus.
Come on, we know you're not wearing pants already.
Damn it. Is it really that obvious?
So I think I might have been in some guy's documentary today. He was like, I was out walking in the woods and then like there was some guy with a camera and then he like interviewed me. But like all you could see was like this part of my face because it's 10 degrees outside. And then I realized I forgot to ask him where he was even going to post it. So like I have no idea. Like it's out there, but I have no idea like, where it's going to be. I'm just gonna have
That's always a pleasant situation to have.
I'm just gonna have to start Googling. I know I was on PBS, but like I never saw the actual episode, and like I like don't know how they edited it, but like somebody told me they saw it.
I didn't realize that we had a TV star on today. G-Money, the TV star.
I just have to send some. I just found something on YouTube that I forgot that I watched ages ago. That is actually amazing. So I just have to send it into the ghetto for everyone.
You're spreading cancer in the ghetto again. So we can't have nice things, children. You were on a fucking tirade that day, though. You sent all those links.
Yeah, I know. I just found so much stuff.
Didn't give me an aneurysm.
Tired.
Hold on, I got something.
Okay.
And you can blame You can blame Sony for this. I just posted it in the chat. It's basically, it starts off, give you an idea, it starts off with mom claims it is inappropriate for dads to bathe their daughters.
Yep. It's an Australian article.
Yep. Yes, it is. News.com.au. Fucking Australians got weird shit going on down there. A mother sparked outrage online after she explained that she wasn't comfortable with her husband bathing their daughters as they have different body parts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say her husband's probably like a super creep, and that's really like the reason. Like, it's like,
yeah,
if you feel that way, there's like something wrong. It's not a global thing. It's something wrong with your husband. Like,
well, I mean, it's always a possibility, but the woman's name is anonymous, so it's not like you can Google her real quick to see what her husband looks like, see if he's got like the telltale pedo stash or some shit.
Mm.
All we need to do is to see him is watch that sex offender shuffle music video. I'm sure he's in there.
Yep, that's the guy. I can tell. I'm getting that vibe.
I know quite a few people like this though. Even though their partners are totally devoted, fathers or the mothers are totally devoted or whatever, they just think that because their daughters are different to the husbands and the sons are different to the mothers, they don't want their partner bathing their children. And I think the person who comes in saying that to the other partner, they're the ones that have the issue. Because, I mean, in your mind, if the first thing you think of is they're obviously going to be thinking sexual thoughts while they're bathing their kids, that means there's something wrong with you and not the partner.
Possibly. I mean, they had to be fucked up in the head to think that in the first place, after all.
I know.
Jim Meyer remained silent on the topic. He's like, I don't want any part of this.
That's too creepy.
Yeah.
That's too far for me. Is that where you cut the line? Pedophilic incest?
I'd say I probably cut the line quite a bit before that, but like that's just on the other side of it.
That's not even the same fucking county as the line.
That's the issue I have with all of these people that are talking, you know, like, I remember back, Jesus, just even about 10 years ago that this pedophilia craze wasn't really out there. Like, everyone didn't think that if you looked at a child, you're a pedophile. But I start to worry about people like that, because I think that if you can look at a child and then look at a grown man or woman and then say instantly in your brain that man or woman is obviously going to rape or attack my child, then that means there's the issue with you, because in your brain you are connecting sex with children and adults, and you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, well, most of the time when I see children, the last thing on my mind is that, or I'm just going to put that out there. You know, it's not even on my mind, in fact. So if that's the first thing that your brain comes to when that situation happens, you might have a few screws loose.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a few cards short.
First thing like when I go out and I see, like, I might walk down the street and see someone chatting to a kid, I might think, oh, that's cute. Okay, they're having a conversation, whatever, and walk on. I'm not thinking, oh my God, this person is grooming this child. I must call the guards and save their innocence.
Unless, you know, there's some clear indication that the guy's driving around in a panel van. Or he's got a pedo stash. Sorry, that's just... the sexual harassment. Pedo! I think it's especially with the way that it's going nowadays. You're finding more and more people are like, well, we should give them a chance. No, we shouldn't. We should not do that. Pedophilia is bad for a reason.
And if they keep up this bullshit about how they want the P on the LGBTQ plus whatever the fuck it is, oh my God, I will literally not even be able to hold back how angry that will make me. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
with
that
that,
might have
like,
been a 4chan troll though. That might be just a 4chan op, just to like fuck with people. Because that really sounds like a 4chan thing to do.
There's like companies and everything. There's like Heart Progress or whatever, and there's other ones here. I think there's one here as well. I can't remember, but there's ones all over the world where they're like trying to teach people that being a pedophile isn't necessarily mean that you're a child molester, and in that sense, they have to be protected and understood. And if they made it a sexuality, then people might not hate them as much and ridicule them as much. But I'm just here going, fuck off. No. No.
There's a reason why we don't. There's a reason why we don't accept it, and it's viewed with disdain. The same thing with like rape and murder. There's a reason why we don't approve of those things as a society. Although Viral in the chat says that he just donated 10 quid to add the LGBTQ fund in your name. What a dick.
Who do you even donate that to? Like,
it's because
$10 to like some creeper.
They fuck up with everything.
Yeah, don't ask that question because I'm sure there's some organization out there that's for it. Pedophile section of it added to the LGBTQ plus whatever the fuck it is now. I don't really care anymore. I
even want to take myself out of the LGBT whatever the fuck it is now because I don't feel nice being a member of the stupid community anymore.
Well, your audio's fucking up.
I want them to just give me that money and then I'll do nothing and then just try to make them sue me if they want. Like, yeah, go ahead, sue me over it, and then you can go to court and tell them about how you're a pedophile, like, and I'll just take your money, like,
right?
Like, oh, I took
see, we got a master plan going right now. We got a master plan. We need to create a website, get a Patreon going. Be fucking millionaires.
Except I'm gonna do it all in your name though, so it looks like it's you. So the shade kind of flows away from me.
Uh-oh, you're roboting.
Oh.
Fucking Michigan internet, I tell you. Oh, dropped out. Is Scared away? So are we talking about fucking
Oh, we lost.
TV touching.
We lost him. It's your fault. It's all your fault.
Typical woman always blaming the man.
Yeah. I will always blame you because that's the way things go.
You see the
abuse I'm getting all the privilege now, okay? All the privilege. It's mine.
Well, you got physically handicapped, you got the bisexuality, you got the female victim card. All you gotta do now is go blackface, and then you have the trans.
And I'm Irish.
Card.
And I'm Irish.
Nobody can. That's like a negative, if anything.
We had our bad days, okay?
No, nobody even cares.
Before people started loving us.
No. You talk about the Irish being enslaved and everything back in the early days. Nobody wants to talk about that. They only want to talk about the black slavery. You guys don't get no victim points. Goddamn potato farmers.
Anybody who kind of talks about slavery, I'm just like over it. Like,
don't bring up the potatoes. We're still not over that.
No, is it still a touchy subject?
Every time we see a blight on our potato, we cries. We cries.
Irish tears not native to Ireland?
No, they're not. They were brought over by Mr. Rowley, Sir Walter Rowley.
It doesn't make sense because like the Irish alcohol is generally whiskey, right? Like you would think that Ireland would have vodka from all the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just that they drink it all and there's none for export and they send out the whiskey to the rest of the world?
Well, you give an Irishman a potato and he's facing the classic Irishman's dilemma. Do I wait for it to ferment so I can drink it, or do I eat it?
No, I'm just reading Viral's comment. Irish used to be.
Thank us, damn it. He's pretty demanding about that, appreciation that he's looking for right now.
He's not lying though. We had a pretty brutal fucking history of killing each other to get to be kings.
That was just thinning out the population. Nobody wanted you alcoholics around anyway.
I don't know, it seems so weird, like, because of how big the U.S. is. It'd be like the south half of Michigan going to war with the north half of Michigan, or like New York and Pennsylvania going to war with each other. Like, it's just like...
Man, it took so long for us to finally get into wow, I can't think properly.
Spit it out, Lenny.
We used to have like provinces and stuff, and now we're just 4 different parts of Ireland, but that took forever to happen.
Jeez, always with the Irish history around here. You almost think you're Irish or something.
You're never going to get here. You're just jealous.
To be fair, I mean, you got like a brewery around every corner. That's kind of badass. So,
Yeah.
I guess I can admit to being a little jealous.
I have the Heineken brewery just about 10 minutes drive from my house, and then down in Middleton, which is a good bit of a drive away, we have the Jameson Whiskey Brewery.
So how far time-wise constitutes a little bit of a drive for you?
I don't know. Depending on how fast I could go down to Middleton, I could be there in about 20 minutes, I guess.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's not a long drive at all.
But for us, it is.
Well, yeah, because your fucking island could fit in like New York. That's the reason why nobody takes you seriously. Look at him, it's so cute, just sitting out there.
That's like more
There's
than
like a pimple on fucking his ass.
That's like less than 90% of the people I know's commute to work. But
My commute to work is like 25 minutes.
No, the furthest I've ever driven in this country, well, not me, but in the car with a friend, is about 2.5 hours to get to Dublin, and that's about it.
For me to get to, like, I don't know, Poughkeepsie. And that's not even close to being at the southernmost part of the state.
Well, to get to like any major city, right? I mean, that's.
Whoa, wait now. I'm one of those country boys.
I can't believe
That's
you
not
guys
true.
have to fly to get to like other parts of your country. That's fucking insane.
No, the US is fucking huge.
Although we do have the option to fly from Cork to Dublin if we want to.
Why?
You know, right?
You guys, I'm surprised you guys even have planes over there.
Hi. We need to get to other countries and infect you with our lovable ways.
Lovable ways. Getting drunk and bar fighting is lovable ways, and sure.
But when we fight, we make up afterwards with a couple of shots.
Well, to be fair, that's not really that bad of a deal if you ask me, but yeah, I guess I'm weird like that.
Oh, my leg's killing me.
Next 5 minutes away from a KFC. That's like.
I'm
5 minutes away from
I'm 20 minutes away from a KFC and 10 minutes away from a McDonald's.
So you are 20 minutes away from a high crime area, and Max is 5 minutes away from a high crime area.
I said KFC,
Yeah,
not
because of fried chicken.
Popeyes.
I love
have
KFC.
Popeyes over there.
Because they have no crime. But they don't have enough crime to justify a Popeyes.
No. Damn. Shots fired. It's like driving through Detroit.
Oh my god, viral.
Popeyes, abandoned building, Popeyes.
Viral's comments are making me laugh so much. That's why I don't fly with Viral Air. Or Over there, Jesus. Ryanair viral. I fly with Aer Lingus.
Aer Lingus?
Aer Lingus.
That sounds like an interesting way of saying cunnilingus, but that's besides the point.
Aer Lingus is when you get the Mile High Club.
I knew we'd end up just completely going off kilter and just randomly chatting about absolutely nothing.
It's not absolutely nothing. There's some substance to it. I really want to know. We need to get a good night guy in here because he's the Ghetto's token Jew. We need him to decide for us and put it into law whether or not getting cunnilingus at 30,000 some odd feet is getting into the Mile High Club, or if there's a stipulation there.
I'm going to pretend like I understood exactly what you said there. All I heard was Mile High Club, and then the rest was static.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, why are you using a potato as your microphone?
Exactly.
Because I'm fucking poor, alright? I spent all my money on whiskey and hookers. And cocaine. And marijuana.
You can get a microphone on Craigslist for like $10.
I'm one of those guys that wants to jack off but not be gay.
It's only gay for looking at the penis while you're jacking off.
No, they want to do it in marinara sauce.
It's only gay if you're the one doing it to him. If he's doing it to you, then he's the one that's gay.
That's right. I'm not gay. You're sucking my dick.
It's the same rule with traps.
I'm not gay. He paid me. It was business.
Mm-hmm. I believe you.
What are you fucking judgmental all the time?
Because I can.
What do you think this is?
Maybe right of time.
You see the kind of shit that I have to deal with on a regular basis, G-Money? This is the kind of shit that I have to deal with.
Yeah, and you willingly put up with it, you little fucking pussy. So deal with it.
You know I like when you talk dirty to me.
I don't even know the 14 words. Like, I feel like every time I try to say it, I end up with like 12, and I'm like, wait a second, where'd the extra 2 words go? Like,
what the fuck are the 14 words?
Ask fucking Max in the chat. I want him to take it out.
It's something that like white supremacists say. I don't know. It's like
1488. Come on, guys.
Oh, and then that proves I'm not a white supremacist. There's just a supremacist.
No, but it does prove that you're drunk. Which you're Irish. I mean, that's self-explanatory at this point.
Pog my tongue.
We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. Wait, is that 14 words?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's 14 words. I didn't even know that. There's how much I pay attention to that shit. So where the fuck does the 88 come from?
the 88 is HH for Hail Hitler.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this is the Hitler. You have a request in the chat?
Yes. Oh, my voice. Yes. Tommy, please say Ford ni mor an Bion aran Alyak Naban Milad an Talam. Why?
I don't know. What does it mean? I'm assuming it's Gaelic.
You're about to get quote mined on that one.
Oh. It's 14 words.
This is why you can't trust British.
This is why you can't trust. As if we needed a reason not to trust the fucking Brits. I mean, look at their teeth.
don't know. You can't trust anyone who calls their country the United Kingdom when they have that much internal war about like, oh, we're the United Kingdom. We're on the verge of breaking up, but like, you can trust us.
We're the United Kingdom. We're on the verge of breaking up, but you can trust us.
Like, what were they going to call
That
it?
sounds about right.
Just the kingdom?
Do they even have a king though at this point?
They might do soon.
What the fuck is that beeping sound?
That's my fucking charger.
Oh, I thought it was your charger or your computer becoming sentient. I thought Skynet was happening.
I thought somebody was just playing video games. Like,
90s video games.
Hey, don't judge the fucking 90s, alright?
Those are like the only kind of video games I can play. All the new shit's like way too complicated. I don't want to have to like. It's like almost like going to work to try to like learn how to play it.
What's that?
If I gotta read like a whole book about how to play a video game, it's like.
I'll be back in a minute.
Why? Typical one. Leave it when it gets dicey.
Probably has something to do with whatever that beeping was about with the charger.
Said before you hopped on, I think she was saying that she was having trouble with her keeping her laptop charging.
Oh,
What happens when you throw it around in a drunken rage all the time?
oh, I got plenty of battery.
It's all fabricated lies and false PR. We are simply biding our time to send over our aircraft carrier with no planes to retake America.
No planes.
That's like saying the UK is going to retake America is like people saying the South will rise again. Bitch, we kicked your asses so bad, now even Viagra is going to help you rise again.
Oh, yeah. Who needs an army?
Oh, Max, you guys got the EU. They'll save your ass if you ever get a hot water.
Who needs an army? They've got Soros on their side.
Yeah, right. Well, easy with the George Soros conspiracy theories. We're gonna start sounding like the Alex Jones podcast.
Did you see the video of the Antifa like person getting hit by the pickup truck?
Oh, was that in Oregon?
I don't know where it was, but it was like just recently, like totally like they tried to run across the street and just got smoked by a pickup truck.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I guess that person like tried to go out and say that like blame all the people who were there, like it was them, they were chasing me, and then the video came out and they were like, okay, maybe not.
maybe not.
Maybe I just ran into a car. It's just to power the Antifa super soldiers. They can stop cars with their legs.
Oh, okay, yeah, Alex Jones. Easy there. Next thing you know, you're gonna be
car with my back.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be telling me that they're putting shit in the water that turns the frogs gay, and Hillary Clinton is a reptile.
Well, the thing he was talking about, like, I don't know that they're actually putting it in the water, but like, there was like a chemical that does turn frogs gay. It's not like a thing that he like just made up out of nowhere. Whether or not it's actually in the water and doing that, like,
Frogs are gay now?
they always were.
Frogs have been members of the LGBT community for longer than you know. They've just been very undercover about it.
I'm just going to leave the battery run for as long as I can and then switch onto my phone.
All right, good enough. I mean, I guess I'll have to accept it.
All I know is I've seen plenty of frogs, and I've never seen like an actual frog dick. So I don't know, like, I don't think they actually can be like gay or not. I don't think there's like
They're hermaphrodites. They can change their gender.
like I'm pretty sure they just like let the. I don't think they actually like have sex. I think like the female frogs just let out eggs, and then the male frogs just like spooge on it later.
Ew.
Frogs, the original trans community. Yeah, but they get a little more leeway because they don't look like a fucking bog wench.
Pepe is an LGBTQ icon now.
It's Pepe, but it's got like fucking an earring in one ear and like a fucking pink scarf wrapped around its neck, wearing like a fucking rainbow T-shirt. That's just so gay.
I'm sure someone already has made gay Pepe. I mean, I probably wouldn't take like more than like a Google search to find it. Oh yeah, those results, I can't show those on YouTube. Okay, never mind.
I want to know.
Poor Max. Y'all bullying him.
Yeah, Max. Personally bully him. He's like the family retard.
Hey, leave my frog alone.
He's like, if you've ever seen Family Guy, he's like Meg.
Yeah.
Just everybody's punching Meg.
I mean, like, getting kicked off Twitter is kind of like a Meg thing to have happen. Like, it's really like a Meg thing.
Yeah. All right, you may not have said anything particularly offensive, but go to your room. Newly awakened to the chest says animals have strong mating urges, but it's hard to interpret minute behaviors such as amphibious homosexuality. Easy there. We don't want to science this up too much.
Yes, he is, Max. He rather is, isn't he?
Viral, what are you doing that you're watching a bunch of frogs have sex? Like...
Viral just goes down to his local pond just to watch frogs have fucking orgies. Frog orgies. Frog orgies will soon replace Pornhub. You heard it first here, folks. Keep that in mind.
I go fishing. The best response. Fishing.
Is that like some new
fishing for what? Fishing for what? Frog AIDS? Can frogs get AIDS? That's a legitimate concern of mine now.
Is there a thing? Is frog AIDS a thing?
Whammon.
Scientists. Whammon. I respect Whammon.
I laugh
respect Whammon. I respect Whammon just as much as Harvey Weinstein does. Except, well, I'm a little bit better. I at least have the common decency to pay him. Too soon? Oh, fuck me, it's too soon. Max only fucks the Ziz and Zerf frogs. 100% accurate, Kate confirmed. We are nothing but YouTube scientists up in here, so we have all the answers. Frogs don't have penises. YouTube scientist. Every time I hear that term, I die a little on the inside.
Oh my god, G-Money! Show them your squirrel thing.
What's up?
Show them your squirrel thing.
Oh.
show them the squirrel nuts and feet.
So I got my thing to make tea, which is like a little squirrel that sits on the edge of the cup, and he has all the tea in his tail. And then when you want to make tea, you can like rotate it down into the tea. And then that's how you like make your tea.
I need that in my life, like, so bad. Awesome.
So I didn't realize that the panel I was going to have today involves somebody that drinks some squirrel balls jizz. Somebody that wears a fucking panda on their head.
It's really important that when you do it, you have an otter cup too.
Hey, respect my panda hat.
So is that squirrel panda? I will disrespect whoever the hell I want.
Look.
Well, I thought this was America.
It's beautiful. No, it's not America anymore. You guys can't do shit there anymore without somebody going, my free speech. Or my feelings.
Did you just say panda hat? That's definitely a penguin hat.
Panda.
Whatever.
Oh, I guess it doesn't.
Whatever black.
It looks like a penguin hat.
Whatever black and white animal it happens to be. I thought it was a phallus to suck on.
Why would it be a triangle nose though? I don't get it.
British don't have culture. I just want the world to know that. According to the SJWs, told me so that whites in general don't have culture ever.
We have loads of culture. Fuck you.
As for G Money's couple of question I have is that a squirrel penetrating an otter? That's so progressive of you. You thought frogs being gay was the most progressive this channel was going to get today? Nope, we're giving interspecies breeding.
It's a squirrel teabagging an otter.
There's only meaning to these nuts.
No.
Don't be pangophobic. I do what I want. This is my channel. I say what I want. I think what I want. I shall respect. What choose to respect? I shall not respect the penguins.
I saw that they got that March of the Penguins movie, but that's really just all about penguin sex. It's like, well, I guess, and birth too, but it's like mostly about penguin sex.
Watch it. I got something with that too. I mean, Pornhub just doesn't do it for me anymore.
I gotta watch penguins.
Have you ever watched another penguin pin down and pound shit out of another penguin? That's what I like right there. That's like the law in Florida. It's like you cannot have sex with a porcupine. That's a law in the books. So what that tells me is that somebody at some point in time was like, "See that porcupine right there? I'm gonna fuck that."
I think that might just
what
be
about a porcupine?
ahead of the fad. They were like, let's just get ahead of this fad and like ban it right now.
Oh my god. I can see this becoming a thing in the future. Well, Florida did it wrong because really the animals that humans go after are horses and goats. So their foresight was a little off.
It makes you wonder, like, what animals would not be against the law? Like, if they specifically ban porcupines, like.
But that would hurt.
Well, yeah. So I think they banned it because some dumbass decided to try to mount a fucking porcupine and get a bunch of quills in his ding dong. Then they're like, "This happened. We need to make a law about this."
I
feel like you don't even really need to make a law. I feel like just trying to do it would be punishment enough. Like.
Well, this is against the law, so after you get the quills pulled out of you, what we're going to have to do is we're going to take you down to the station and book you. That's just adding insult to injury. I mean, the guy's got a bunch of quills in his dick. Isn't that punishment enough?
I don't know. With the way things going, it might be the new thing. I'm going to check Pornhub and see dick quills. Is dick quills a thing?
No, I would not even be surprised at this point.
I like to play a game with Pornhub.
You can find yourself.
I like to play a game with Pornhub.
What's that?
It's what can I type in? What's the weirdest, most I hope this doesn't exist bizarre thing I can think of? Type it in, see if it exists, and then lose all hope in humanity.
Oh wait, you're losing all hope in humanity now? You're a little bit behind the rest of the crowd.
I feel like I would want to do that, but I'd be too worried that I would actually find the results for it.
I find the results all the time, and I'm like, the fuck am I doing with my life? Why? And then I go on.
She clicks on it and watches it out of pure curiosity.
I want to start just putting up like random, like, I guess like recipes on Pornhub is becoming like a big thing. So like, I just want to become like the first like Pornhub. I want to be the PewDiePie of Pornhub. Like,
oh my god.
I need this in my life. No.
Please take that out. I mean, at this rate, I might just start streaming on Pornhub too. I mean, hey, with the route that YouTube is going, what's the worst thing that could happen? What are they going to kick me off of Pornhub for? Not enough nudity? All right.
All women.
If you're on Pornhub, I could show all those like results that came up for Gay Pepe.
I don't think I want you to show them. That's the point. my god. Sorry, Max is listing stuff. Getting out of the PewDiePie fucking porn situation here. Max is listing some weird laws in the UK. Apparently, it is illegal under the terms of the Prohibition and Inspections Act of 1998 to cause a nuclear explosion. You had to make a fucking law about that? Hey, don't go blowing shit up in my fucking state, alright?
Oh, the UK has some weird laws, man. I love it. I love looking them up.
God.
I'm always worried about that, like when I travel, like, am I gonna go somewhere and they're gonna have some really weird law and then just be like, whoa, you can't do that.
Isn't there one about like a pregnant woman being allowed to urinate anywhere she wants, even if it's in a policeman's hat?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Get your fucking shit together. Jesus. The one that really sticks to my mind is like in the middle of nowhere. It's like it's Nevada or Nebraska or Oklahoma, one of those states that's like landlocked in the United States. It's like the state law is you can't go whale hunting. No shit.
That's actually about trolling bars for fat chicks, though. They were like, like a low key name for it, like.
No, I can't take you home. You're a land whale. It's in the law. I'm sorry.
It's a law. I'm sorry.
But you're not killing her, are you?
No, that's just not. What's that?
I said you can't whale hunt, so that you're not killing her, so it should be okay.
Well, I don't know. The mere act of sex might give some women a heart attack, and some men too. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not very fat acceptancy of me.
Oh, you bastard! You raging bastard!
Well, it's to stop you from killing yourself.
Oh, what did I do?
In the morning.
Everything.
Well, in the mere shame of it, I just slashed my wrists and just ended it all.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta turn your camera on. I want to see it.
Oh yeah, we need to stream that.
You gotta wait for the Pornhub stream for that. I'm sure there's a fucking niche of porn addicts that really get off of that concept. I noticed I mentioned Pornhub, my viewership went up significantly. Y'all motherfuckers out there are dirty.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We
were speaking of weird laws, and I started looking up laws of Ireland. There's laws of Ireland that I didn't even know existed.
See, you're a fucking criminal. You didn't even know it. Fucking, I tell you, try to find a woman that has some semblance of morality. She's just over there breaking fucking laws all the time.
Oh my god! In laws in operation since 2006, we can be imprisoned if we practice witchcraft, sorcery, or enchantment. What?
Oh my god. What the fuck? Under the Metropolitan Police Act of 1839, it is illegal for the keeper of a public house to permit drunkenness on the premises. Ireland could learn a lot from us.
In Northern Ireland, it's illegal to go to the cinema or any other ticketed event on Sunday.
That just makes sense. You don't want to be skipping out on your Jesus duties to go have fun now.
Wow.
I mean, they got like blue laws. I guess, what do they call them? Where you can't buy liquor at certain times. It's like, come on, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I need more liquor, it's like, just give it.
Oh, we have an entire day here in Ireland. Well, I think there's like 3 different days where you can't buy any drink at all. One of them is like on Good Friday. And when I say any drink, I mean literally any drink. The supermarket does this thing that's so funny. It's every time I go in there, I just laugh every time I see it. They take black bags and they black bag off the entire section where all the alcohol is, and they put up barriers.
Barriers.
And I asked someone one time, why do you do this? And it said so that people don't look at it and get tempted.
The devil's in those bottles.
And people that have like off licenses and shit put up like barriers on the windows or curtains or whatever so people can't look inside the off license. That's just to me so fucking funny. Seriously, you walk into a supermarket, and it's all black bagged. There's like black bags taped all over the wine and the beer and the cider and everything. It's so funny.
It's like walking into a fucking, post-apocalyptic world. The virus outbreak, we had to bag everything. That's right. I got one for you. And
you also see everyone running to the off license the day before Good Friday because they're like, "Oh my god, my alcohol!"
Well, you see, really, all that this is a really, really good marketing ploy by the supermarkets because they know full well the day before all the drunken Irish people are going to have to go out and get their liquor the night before.
Oh, Good Friday is such a fucking stupid holiday. They just need to get rid of that law.
Well, they don't want to get rid of it. That's how they make all their money. If they got rid of that law, then they wouldn't be able to bag the drinks up and everything when they have all the drunk Irishmen going out the day before, getting all the liquor to stash up for the 24 hours. They're not going to be able to go buy any.
I don't know. I feel like Good Friday is kind of bad branding because, like, isn't Good Friday the day that
Jesus died? Yeah.
I hope they don't take the day that I die and call it Good whatever day. Like, yeah, it's Good Wednesday, the day G Money died. Like,
and we're also technically not allowed to eat any meat. But I kind of gave up on that trope a long time ago because I just didn't give a shit about the whole Catholic rules kind of thing anymore. But in my house, my mom still kind of doesn't want to eat meat in the house, and my brain has been wired so much by Catholic guilt that I was out in the fun fair, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, and I got a hot dog off a stand, and I ate half of it, and my friend who is Church of England, or what's the other one in England where they're the one that was created by the horny king because he couldn't have sex with someone, that religion. But she was that religion. And she said, Sonia, do you realize you're eating meat? And you know what day it was? And I was like, oh shit. And I spat it out and I felt guilty instantly and blessed myself without thinking.
There's so many dirty jokes I could make at that.
And then I was just sitting there going, the fuck did I just do? Oh, for fuck's sake, that cost me €5.
I just completely got rid of that hot dog I wanted.
€5 for a hot dog.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't even a good hot dog.
That's just street level robbery.
Protestant. That's the religion.
Protestant. Yeah, okay. The guy just wanted to get laid. I mean, it's fair enough, I suppose. One of the laws in the U.S. What's that?
Wasn't it Anglican or something like that? When the king...
I don't know. I
thought
know
it was
what
Martin Luther.
He created a religion because Anne Boleyn refused to give him any of that hot pussy. And he was like, well, shit, I better cut my ties with Rome, send Catherine off somewhere, marry this bitch, hope she gives me a son. Oh, she didn't give me a son. Fuck. I'm going to cut her head off. A few other wives. I'm going to have my own religion. Woo!
Fun times.
I love him. I love that king. He's so much fun.
King Henry VIII, the guy that cut chicks' heads off just so he could get laid.
As Eddie Izzard calls him, the big hairy king.
So,
What's that?
If you're a king and you're not getting laid, like, start your own religion. Like, there's what could possibly be? Like, what's the whole point of being a king if you're like getting cock blocked by like being a king? Like, come on.
Yeah, right. I'm the most powerful man in the goddamn country when I can't even get laid. That's what starting on the legends.
That's just when you like, oh, we're giving it up. No more monarchy. Like,
Right.
sorry, it had to be done.
One of the old laws I think is funny.
I know shit all about the monarchy that exists today, but I know more about the older ones, like the Tudors. It's my mom that knows the up to date crap about all the new ones. She knows all about fucking new engagement or whatever the hell is going on. I have no idea what's going on, and I don't give a shit.
I'm saying we bring back Zoroasterism just because it has a funny name.
One of the laws in the U.S. that I find funny is there's a law in South Carolina that says you can only beat your wife on the courthouse steps on Sunday.
That is because in the Catholic religion you cannot divorce. Hence, it is. Yeah, in Ireland, actually, divorce didn't come into play, I think, until it was the late 80s or the early 90s or something. That's how long it took us to get the divorce here.
Jesus is an alien ready to take over the planet. That's the funniest shit I've read ever.
Jehovah's Dragon.
Can you still drop the pretty bull slop out the windows there? You got people over Island just dumping the chamber pot out the window on a regular basis.
Oh my god, the flat earthers, please don't bring them up to me. That one time they really spammed Andy's chat thing. Just, oh my god. I thought Andy was going to have an aneurysm. He was freaking out so much over it.
Oh my god. It's a flat earthers can't handle reality.
It's also illegal to die in the House of, be sick in the House of Parliament and die in there, because if you die there, you get a state funeral.
Well, that's because the state doesn't want to pay for your dumbass to get buried.
Dude, if I was dying and I knew exactly when I was going to die, I'd go and die there. I'd just be walking like, yo, how's it going? Bleh.
Yeah, because that's how death works. You just, bleh, you just die.
Get to watch, like, okay, I got about 5 minutes.
Oh my god, is that Maria?
Oh,
But wouldn't, like,
I mean,
Someone just
I don't
called
know.
me
Is it your friend?
Sita, and the only person who calls me Mama Sita is my friend Maria.
Oh, somebody's doxing him.
Don't doxing on this channel. God damn it. You can't have nice things. Alu Snack Bar Parliament, guaranteed death. That's fucking dope. That's morbid. That's morbid.
That's, yeah.
Thank you, Gabriel. Gabrielli.
Only the undead work in Parliament. Parliament is filled to the brim with zombies and vampires confirmed.
I'm a vampire? Who said I'm a vampire?
No. Willie Waken said that only the undead work in Parliament.
Ireland is a beautiful country with beautiful people. My heart will always be in Ireland. Okay.
The reality of the situation is that if you're pasty white, you can't go out in the sun. I'm pretty sure you survive off the blood of the innocent, as you are Irish. So yeah, Irish people are basically vampires.
It's Ireland, so it's not like they really have a lot of sun to worry about. It's like, it's not known for being like...
we get like a few weeks of it in the summer, okay?
You know, move over, Lasky. You thought you had it rough.
Yeah, it's a couple days.
And it's glorious. We all melt and then complain about it.
I went to Amsterdam, and there was one day where it was sunny for like an hour when I was in Amsterdam for a week. I was like, yes, I got the time for that year. Like,
And then you get back home and you're like, the sun, it does exist. I bet that a lot of flat earthers come from like that area because they've never seen the sun before, so they assume everything's flat. What do you mean the sun? What the hell is that? I've never heard of it before or seen it. Moon? Bullshit. What? Those are nothing but globalist lies.
Oh, Bobby Fischer, not as bad as our fucking government. Jesus Christ. You know, we're the only country in the world that has a president, a vice president. Then we've got, like, the vice president under the vice president. And, like, what the fuck do we need all these people with their... Oh, my God, don't even get me started.
You do realize that this is what happens when you have a bunch of alcoholics make a government system.
Okay. No, but we have like a president, then we have the Taoiseach, then we have the Taoiseach, then we have the TDs, and then we've got all the... And we don't need a president and a prime minister. I mean, the president does nothing. He's just basically our cute little leprechaun that goes around giving people shamrocks.
Oh, you grammar not diagnosis.
I know. I was about ready to say, is that really a thing?
I'm not even joking. He went somewhere for some political thing and he handed someone a basket of shamrocks or something.
Nothing like perpetuating the stereotype, huh?
Michael D. Dennis, God love him, the poor little thing.
Is he really short too?
I'll send you guys a picture in the ghetto.
I want Trump to just start doing stuff like that. I want him to just show up in Ireland, but then bring everyone a box of Lucky Charms and just be like, I'm doing this now.
He shows up in Ireland with a whole box full of like mid-range Irish whiskey. What? I heard you guys like whiskey.
I tell him to get the fuck out.
Well,
Actually, if you get Daddy Crab, you'll praise. Yeah, that's so funny. I love my president, my vice president. I hate liberal, aka Dems, as much as I like your royal family. Ooh, rough. No, don't dox yourself in the chat, Jesus. I'm gonna be asking her about all kinds of fucking secrets later on. I can see this coming already. Well, the reality of the situation is the royal family over here is like, they're just figureheads at this point. They don't really do anything.
Irish.
Yes, we get it, you're old. So how was building the pyramids?
Just wait, it'll happen to you. Everyone like laughs about it, like it's gonna happen to you soon.
Thanks to plausible deniability, or not plausible, but thanks to deniability, I am immortal.
You're gonna live forever? Are you really gonna live forever?
In my mind, I am.
I just sent you guys a picture of my president with old Lizzie.
Oh dear God, I gotta take a look at this fucking serious?
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
That's our president.
He looks like a leprechaun. Seriously.
Isn't he adorable though?
It's like when taller people talk to him, they like lean down on their knees and go, "How you doing, little fella? You're a really special boy."
Dude, he's got to be tiny because the queen is tiny, and he's like the same height.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the? Why'd you vote in the midget? Did you feel bad because he's a midget?
Oh, God.
Ireland is real progressive. They are the first nation to elect a midget as president.
Was it just like a trick? They had him standing on a soapbox the whole time, like, look at me, I'm tall.
At least he's not as bad as the other gobshite we had that used to be doing all the speeches. Oh my god, that other fucker. I'm not even saying his name. I hated him.
We could talk about Irish politics, but quite frankly, the whole world doesn't care. You're kind of like the Canada of Europe.
Well, we're nice, have maple syrup, and say A all the time.
Well, no, you're just insignificant and nobody really cares.
Oh, you'll care when we'll stop sending out all the alcohol to you.
Ooh, going after my food source, that's just unnecessary.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's not allowed according to the Geneva Convention, just so you know.
We've got the best fucking like whiskey over here, and you guys won't get any anymore. I've decided on it.
Oh, you're the representative for all of Ireland now.
Yep.
Well, the country's so small, she's the minister of liquor. They were just like, just draw from a hat.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, well, the Ireland match. I just want everybody to know that I love Ireland. But the jokes are funny. I mean, they got Jameson over there. What's not to love?
The joke's on you. I drink Scotch whiskey, so like I'll be fine.
Joke's on you. My drink of preference is bourbon, which is only made in Kentucky in the United States. So, ha! Take that.
Bye.
Wow.
You're dead to me now.
Jeez, I'm at the last Jedi of this. Just completely fuck it up. Go total SJW and MGTOW.
I feel like everybody says that about like every movie, no matter what it is now. It could be like, I mean, you could twist any plot to like make it seem ridiculous if you wanted. Like
the Emoji Movie. There was no people in blackface. Racist.
I didn't watch the Emoji Movie, and I have no intention of watching the Emoji fucking whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Nobody has any intention of watching it. I'm pretty sure that they only make people watch it when they're torturing them, trying to get information out of them. They just sit down in a chair, hit fucking repeat, and let it run.
Well, it's just a movie that you bring a date to because you want the movie to be so boring that you can make out with your date because oh, it's an Emoji Movie, nobody cares.
I was going a little bit further with that in my head, but okay. Yeah, make out, sure.
Sheeran? Really?
So you got an Emoji Movie and chill?
Emoji Movie, and yeah, we're just gonna have sex. It's just on in the background, so my roommates don't hear you.
It's just on in the background to ruin the sex.
It's on in the background for when it will last longer. Or unless we're paying attention to it now. And yep, placid. That's why I got a picture of Hillary Clinton on my phone. Almost there, and Hillary Clinton. Nope, that did it. Erection ruined.
Seen it 10 times.
Well, the only movie that's
like Gone with the Wind. I've seen it so many times, so I can quote it.
The only movie that I've seen that many times, actually I've seen more than 10 times, is the movie Boondock Saints.
Never seen it.
You, as an Irish person, have never seen Boondock Saints.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Jesus. Just because it's Irish, I have to obviously watch it.
That's it. We're going to have to fix that one day.
No, we're not. Fuck off.
Watch me. I do it all.
I've never seen The Quiet Man either, or fucking Far and Away, the one with Tom Cruise when he's got that disgusting accent.
What?
My hat. You're not wearing a hat.
I missed something somewhere.
American
What?
people
We all-
like doing accents like that is so funny. It's like, it's like, was there anybody who was actually Irish there on the set to be like tone it back a little bit and be like, whoa, like this whole thing is going off the rails.
Darby O'Gill and the little people. That's all I gotta say.
Some Americans have
Darby O'Gill
spot
and
on
the little
accent.
people. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, no. Sure, isn't it a lovely day in the country? And aren't we all going to go out now and look for the gold from the leprechaun? Hear her.
Throw it at the Lucky Charms. Pink wounds.
Oh,
If I ever want to make you cry, I know I just have to do my Irish accent. You just makes you break right down.
Yeah, I don't even try.
Don't give me that
I'm
look.
just not even going there.
Top of the morning, that is.
Don't make me bring out the wolf tones.
Ooh, shots fired.
That's it. Stream's canceled.
Kill the fire, put it down, put it out of its misery. It became like old Yeller, it came rapid and shoot it.
Am I the only person who finds Styx Hexenhammer like really creepy?
Who?
Styx Hexenhammer?
I like him. I watched every single one of his videos. I can see where you can get the creepy side of it. He kind of looks like he's related to Rage After Storm. You know that? Like somebody put a picture of it.
I do not.
I
do not know this person.
Well, you have internet. The internet's over there in Ireland, don't you? You can Google it.
Dude, it's like, really, bro, put on a shirt. Like, you're going to wear a leather jacket and no shirt? That's like...
That's your issue?
Show a picture of
That's one of the issues. It builds from there.
Sounds like Jack said, whoa! Ew!
Get out of you. No, seriously though, Styx Hexenhammer looks like
in a few years.
Her brother at it. I think somebody just died a little on the inside.
Sounds like Jacksepticeye. Who sounds like Jacksepticeye? I sound like Jacksepticeye? I do not.
I think she was talking about me.
Well, thank God. If I sounded like Jacksepticeye, good Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you kind of do, actually. Ooh, hashtag triggered. Oh, just have a few drinks. You'll feel better.
Still will never make you look good enough for me, though.
Ooh, right for the appearance. I have no retort to that. Mainly I'm the only one that's not showing their face right now for good reason.
We know what the reason is. It's because you're not wearing any clothes and you don't want to get kicked off YouTube.
Uh-huh.
The man's not wrong. Don't worry, something. I'll send you news later. Don't act like I won't. You know I will.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight. Your money's just really here to keep things going when someone just stops talking to me because I'm an asshole. Yeah, she can curse. Well, the good news is she's Irish. She'll get shit faced to forget about it anyway.
Oh, that's the worst thing about me. Even when I'm really hungover or drunk the night before, I remember everything.
Proof it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like remembering it's usually the worst because it's like, oh, it's like self cringe. Like
I shouldn't have done that. I think I know when I'm drinking. If I'm doing something really dumb, if I'm getting so shit faced, I do not remember this.
Thank you, Bobby.
Women stick it together all the goddamn time.
You're just gonna brain bleach yourself. Like I'm just gonna get some brain bleach and then just chug the vodka.
Yeah, that's basically tequila for me.
It's a Super Fred special for me.
It's what?
A Super Fred special.
What is that?
It is a double shot of Jägermeister, a double shot of Aftershock, and a double shot of absinthe in one shot glass.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
And you can only get it in one bar in Cork City. It's called Fred Zeppelin's.
Well, somebody's got to make a trip to fucking Fred Zeppelin's and use those goddamn absinthe.
I used to be able to drink like 10 of them in a night and not feel anything. And now that I have like one, I'm like, shot floor.
You did. I don't even have to ruby this one. Too far? Oh, I fucking said worse.
Oh yeah. I just don't listen.
Typical female. That's the reason why women are smart. They never listen to the men. This has been Misogyny the Stream.
That's the reason for the 77 cents. We're trying to tell them how to get that dollar, but they just won't listen. They're just like...
We keep telling you, you just don't listen.
That's because you guys talk bullshit.
No, we're trying to help you get that extra 23 cents. Just
no.
See, point in case right there. Quiet, so me the men are talking.
Yeah.
Of course, the way we're trying to tell them to do it, though, is kind of Harvey Weinstein-ish, but, like...
Oh my god, I just realized how pervy smiley I looked in that screenshot there, because I'm watching the video playback on YouTube with the sound off, and I was just posing there with my cup kind of going...
Oh my. Let's go in the spank bank. What?
Everything about me is going in my spank bank. Here's my little finger.
Show feed. show boob and vagine.
So now we know why Agno doesn't have his camera on.
What?
He's making a withdrawal from the bank.
I love how he thinks that telling me that he loves older women is a compliment every time. Like, I don't love older women. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'm older women. Nice. I see where you're coming from. Fucking smart ass.
Like...
And I love emo, cunty little faggoty looking things. So that's good.
I'm not gay. He paid me. It was business. Jesus, you just let go.
You know, it's cool. I'm into like Twinkie guys. Like,
oh, Chris Reagan was really get your hammer side going.
But just on some eyeliner and we're good.
See, I know exactly how to get the ladies going.
Put on eyeliner, don't speak, and we're good.
That's like an odd sexual arrangement we're making right now.
Agno's going full David Bowie in the Labyrinth. He's just like, yep. I'm going all the way.
I just need a baby now and dancing goblins.
Dancing goblins.
I'm not high enough for that. Yeah.
Just catch the baby after you throw it up, though.
I gotta catch the baby? What about poke the baby? Is that good? Hashtag I play
Why
I play
am I
football
friends
too.
with you people?
What do you mean, you people?
You people,
That's fucking
males,
racist as shit.
Americans, everything. I'm trying to be as offensive as possible.
Doesn't give a shit about I don't.
There.
You can
Yes,
stop
woo!
You can stop sending the alcohol you want. We'll just hop in our fucking boats, go over there, kick your asses, and take it anyway.
Yeah.
What, we go to the Middle East? That's how we get our oil.
I'm listening.
No, you're not. You got a little bit of drool there, just so you know.
I swear to God, I will pull out the wolf dogs.
If Saudi Arabia had alcohol, it would be the 51st state. I'm just saying.
Damn. So today, President Trump annexed Saudi Arabia. We can no longer allow America's oil and alcohol resources to be sourced in an area that is not part of America. Great. Now we gotta put the fucking desert in the fucking map.
I'm sure they could
I
make
love
like
how quiet the
Dateline.
chat's gone.
Hmm?
I love how quiet the chat's gone.
Yeah, there's like 5 people watching now. There was like 10 earlier.
Everyone's like, eh.
I think they've all abandoned us for a more popular stream that's going on right now that shall remain nameless.
Yeah, ciao.
And I would put my foot so far you can brush your teeth. But David Bowie did it.
David Bowie did it. I'm gonna use that as an excuse from now on. Like, if I get pulled over for speed, I'm like, David Bowie did it. Why can't I do it?
You just gotta be wearing pants as tight as David Bowie and just kind of like, you were gonna give me a ticket?
Yeah, right?
Oh, I'm laughing so much.
Just show off a little nipple. Oh, great! I got the one cop in America who isn't gay.
Like, that whole movie is like borderline inappropriate for like kids, just because of David Bowie's pants. Like.
Yes. Oh my God.
I see Trouser Trout.
I just loved that movie from a very early age, and then when I hit puberty, I watched it again, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And all I could look at then afterwards was the bull.
Slow motion.
Speaking of making movies, I make you go, wait, what? I was, I don't know, I never watched Rocky Horror Picture Show when I was younger. So my girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend now, she was like, "Oh, you ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?" I'm like, no. She's like, "Oh, I got a movie for you." And she plugged that in. My facial expression the whole time was just like, what the fuck am I watching? What is this? What even is this?
You're saying that, but we know you saw Tim Curry and fapped like crazy. You were like,
his legs. Oh my God, his legs.
Jesus fucking Christ, you never told us. So what if I fapped Blair White before I knew it was a tranny? Doesn't make it gay.
I just love movies like that. I love movies that are just so what the fuck when you're watching them that you either have to go watch them again to figure out was it as fucked up as you remember, or you just pretend that never happened, and then you're like, oh, that's why I ended up becoming obsessed with Repo the Genetic Opera, because I watched it for the first time and I was like, what the fuck did I actually just watch? And then I went back and rewatched it, and now I'm just obsessed with that movie. And then also with The Devil's Carnival and The Devil's Carnival too. Those movies are just like, why? But I love it.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a few movies that I watched just for the not even just the why factor, but the cringe factor.
Have you ever watched a movie because people have said they're so fucked up, they'll never leave your mind?
I watched a few, yeah.
Yeah, I watched one because as you all know, I'm a fucked up bitch and nothing really bugs me really that much anymore. And one of my friends was like, "I've got the one movie for you that will stay with you forever, and you will never recover from how fucked up it was." And I was like, "I don't believe you."
Serbian
And
movie.
they had me watch something called a Serbian film.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god. Why did you do that to me? We are no longer friends. I can never unsee this."
The amount of friendships that has ended.
It's like, why do you have this? Like,
No, I mean I've seen other ones. Like I've seen the was it the 40 Days of Sodom or 30 Days of Sodom or something? I don't know what the fuck. It's an old Italian movie from the 70s, and it's called Saul in other things, and that didn't even disturb me. And it was supposed to be one of the most disturbed movies made in history. And I've seen like the Human Centipede and Caligula, and that just made me feel sorry for Caligula, which really left me feeling conflicted.
I watched
Is it not supposed to feel sorry for Caligula?
We got a Caligula sympathizer here, folks.
But you're not supposed to feel sorry for him. How dare they make me feel sorry for him?
There's a sympathy rape. I'm filing a suit, goddammit. You make my feelings show up. I don't approve of this.
You mean you're not supposed to feel bad for Jigsaw at the end of Saw?
Yeah, wait, what? You're not supposed to do
Technically,
that?
Jigsaw never actually murdered anyone. He just set up the rooms, and the people were too stupid to be able to help them get themselves out of it. Or too chicken shit to play the game.
The hot take that you can take away from this live stream, everybody, is hashtag Jigsaw did nothing wrong.
Hashtag Jigsaw for life.
Yeah. I'm starting to sincerely doubt this relationship we got going on. I don't want to end up chopped up in somebody's freezer.
Well, it depends. Are you
give me that look
in the game?
Yeah, I don't want to play the game. I'm good on that.
Boys, I shall have to leave you. I am about to lose the life of my battery. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I've had fun. Hashtag Jigsaw forever. And love you guys.
That's gonna get me flagged.
Bye.
Bye, Somi.
Hashtag I am Jigsaw.
Sleep on naturally and have nightmares.
Sleep on naturally and have nightmares.
Great. That's what I wanted to end this stream on, was that.
Yeah, actually,
How long have we been running?
Huh?
How long have we been running, do you know?
Hour and 45 minutes.
If you want to keep going, I'm up for it, but if you want to end it now, we can do that too.
I think the hashtag Jigsaw did nothing wrong is a good note to leave on.
All right, that seems fair to me. All right. Well, with the life of the party leaving, and well, quite frankly, this was spontaneous, so to everyone out in the chat and who will watch this in the future, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and or night, and you glorious cunts can understand that hashtag Jigsaw did nothing wrong.
And I will be the Pootie Pie of Pornhub.
That too. Good night, everyone.